It is scheduled for Wednesday, September 24th, 2025 at 5:45. And let's go ahead and start with the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance
to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
And Mindy has just messaged that she will not be in attendance and has asked that Holly take her place as allowed per the Election Commission rules for Charter Township. And so this is our first meeting of our new board, where as a charter we have on the Election Commission 2 trustees. So thank you, Glenn, for asking to be on this commission. We are excited to have you on board, and Mindy is the other trustee that has done that, and as the clerk, I am the sitting chair. So as a roll call, Holly, we'll dispense with calling roll, just noting that Walters is absent and that you are seated in her place.
All right, will do.
And I do not see any public comment, so we'll get right into order of business. The first item on the agenda is the approval of the draft minutes from October 8, 2024. And I know you were not on the board at the time, but this was the one that was setting the public accuracy test and the election of inspectors from both major political parties on there. Was there any questions when you went through the minutes?
No. The only question I have is, according to your rules and stuff, I'm assuming I don't vote on these because there wasn't.
You can't motion, you can't make the motion, but you can vote on it.
Okay,
The same as if you missed a township board meeting.
okay.
Okay. So I would, if there are no other questions, I will entertain a motion to approve those minutes.
I make the motion to approve the minutes for the October 8th, 2024 meeting.
Thank you. Motion by Couturier. Is there a second?
Okay.
Support by Lyle. Any other questions? Seeing none. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, same side. Thank you very much. So on to our next order of business is the Resolution 2025-01 EC for Election Commission, the proposed precinct consolidation resolution. This has come about due to the change in the law that allows township precinct size to go to 4,999 registered voters, whether they're inactive or they're unverified, challenged, or whatever the case might be. They are included in that 4,999. This happened the same time that they expanded voting options to allow for no reason absentee, early voting, and then they expanded the precinct size. And so we do have two of our five precincts that can be combined to a total of just under 4,000 registered voters. I had worked through these numbers with our planner for all active projects and pulled permits, and we're still well within under 4,000 with those numbers in that play. So what you see is a resolution that allows us by law how to do the change. It shows the legal descriptions of the new 4 precincts. There was no change in precinct 1, precinct 4, or precinct 5, but precinct 2 and precinct 3 are now combined into the new precinct 6. They still vote at the same location, which is at Station 9 on High Lake Road. So their precinct location has not changed. Their precinct number has changed. Their county commission district, there has been no change. So that for them, they'll see no basic difference. But for us, we'll see a substantial savings of a minimum of $15,000 in equipment upgrades alone.
Yeah.
As well as fielding 2 teams of election inspectors and meals and expenses that way. So it will be a consolidation that I think is a win-win that way.
Question,
Yes,
why did they come up with 499?
4,009?
Yeah.
they started with 5,000, and when it did not pass the legislature in the House by the end of December, they reintroduced it, but they have to reintroduce it with a different number. That's the same thing that happened when it was instituted at 3,000, but had it rolled over and it couldn't, the year rolled over, but they couldn't bring it forward without reintroducing it. That's where we got the 2,999.
Okay.
It differentiates that it's a different request. So you do have before you the resolution and the proposed new map, where the only difference is that 2 and 3 are no longer split. It's the new precinct 6. So are there any other questions? This came to you just briefly now instead of waiting until sometime in October in anticipation of the possible state shutdown with the budget and its discussions. Many of the different departments in the Bureau of Elections, as well as many other state departments, will have skeleton crews as of October 1. And I wanted to make sure that we could beat that deadline with getting all of this down to the state so that they could redo the street index, which I do have one here for both of you to look at, that they will be merged into the new precinct 6. And I thought they could get started on it, maybe get it done before October 1 if it does become a shutdown with the budget discussions, or at least it would be at the head of the line when they come back to work, once that is settled. So it's kind of a quick turnaround from when we had the assessing department and GIS at the county work on it, but everything has gone through both of those departments and everything is all set that way. So if there were any questions, we can address those now, or we can look for a motion.
I don't have any questions. Do you have any questions?
No, I do not have any questions.
I'd make a motion to adopt Resolution 2025-01 EC, which creates Precinct 6 and is made up of Precinct 2 and 3.
Thank you. Is there support?
I support.
Okay, so we have a motion by Lyle, support by Couturier, to approve Resolution 2025-01 EC, a resolution creating Precinct 6 by combining Precinct 2 and Precinct 3. Is there any other discussion? All those in favor? I guess it's a resolution. Let's go ahead and we'll do a roll call. Holly, can you do that?
I can do that.
There are a few of us here.
Lyle?
Yes.
Couturier, yes. Cortade?
Yes. Thank you. Motion carries. I appreciate that. We'll get that off to the state tomorrow and to the county so that they know that we did approve it. The next thing on the agenda, I wanted to provide you with a notice of a grant received for $10,000 for accessibility in the precincts. It's a new one that we've never had before us, that the state, through the American Disabilities Act, provided an allocated amount to the Michigan Association of Municipal Clerks to administer, and we were awarded the $10,000 to do improvements to our precincts. And what I had put in the request is that we would like to add an ADA opening at the entry at Station 9. Right now, there's an Allen lock, and they have to pull the door.
Yeah.
So I want to have something that's accessible for them with a tow or whatever the case might be. In the administration building down on Parsons and 3 Mile. And then an ADA ramp that is movable for a railing, a ramp and movable railing at Station 9. Right now, there's that cement lip that is in the, where the bathrooms are.
Yeah.
There's like a hallway
Yeah.
and a lip that can be a tripping hazard
Right.
or a falling hazard. And so, excuse me, those were the items that I had requested through this grant, and we were awarded the full amount of $10,000. So we will be getting some bids and get that rolling. We have 120 days to get it done and respond back.
Do they have a spot out in their garage out there that stuff can be kept, correct?
Barb and I will be discussing that. We just received this back in early September, and there has been a spot where they have been storing everything else that we've had, but with the consolidation, there will be less, so I'd expect it would be able to stay in place and used. There are ramps that go outside the south side exit, so closest to High Lake,
Okay.
that gets put out there so that there's not a tripping hazard for someone to fall down, and that does go in that storage garage. And so it will be an improvement to that as well as in the foot part. So yes, good question. So I don't have any motion that needs to be done, but I did want to make sure that you were aware that we did receive that. I think it's always hard for elections to get extra funding, and so that was a nice one that we qualified for. So I don't have anything else on the agenda. We could certainly have another public comment for any other discussion you might have outside of it. We just can't have anything that we would act on this evening. No. If there is nothing else, I think we stand adjourned. And thank you both for coming out.
Thank you.